Dyslexic genius here. What I'm going to talk about is the blow test on reproducers, and this is my new apprentice, Matcha. What I want to talk about is how tight do you make a reproducer? When you put reproducers together, you have to seal them so that they don't have air leaks. So like on an Edison, they have this retaining ring. So you put the retaining ring in, and you have this metal gasket right here, this ring. Put these together. And you screw these in. If I can get it screwed in. I think. There we go. So you screw this down on an Edison, and then you take your tool and you tighten it up till it just touches that metal ring. And you go, okay. Then you just put your lips around the end of your reproducer and blow a little. And if you feel air escaping or hear air, you want to retighten it back up. And when you retighten it back up, like on an Edison, you'll just go, say you're at 12 o'clock, you just tilt it over to 1, just a little, doesn't take a lot of pressure, and you get it. And this works for a diamond disc reproducer, an Amberola reproducer. On Victors, like this, an exhibition with a rubber isolator or flange in the back, you have two gasket materials, and this white material hardens up over 100 years. So when you put them together, you have to cut it and come around, and you want these both to touch also. So on assembly on that, you have to get your mouth around the big isolator and do a blow test. And you feel no air escaping, because when you bolt on the back plate here, it goes on. Victor Exhibition, Victor number 2s are much easier because they have 2 red gaskets. So on assembly, you'll put one in, put the diaphragm in, put the other one in, and then you'll put the 4 screws in and bolt this down. And you do the same thing, you do a blow test. Orthophonics are the same way. You do the blow test, and if they have a retaining ring here in the back, and if your pop metal's not falling apart, you can probably just tighten this up a little. On all other reproducers, like a Columbia or something, you know, a Pathé, it's the same operation. You put in the gasket material, you make sure everything's tight and not too tight, and then you give it a blow test. When you have 2 halves, like on Victors or Pathés, you'll have the material in there and it will collapse on to the material, the rubber gasket material, also like on a Columbia rebuild. But you want to do the blow test. But ones with rings, you have to tighten them up gently and get it to where it just seals it and there's no air escaping. That's the whole trick of the whole thing, is to have no air escaping. And that's my tip for the day.